Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for the winter. We go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing 2 pineapple freaking drink reviews in a row. It's phenomenal. It's the best fucking Sunday ever. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and drink items. I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Sometimes they're of a pineapple variety, and when they are, well, I'm going to be real happy about it. That's just how that goes. Unless they suck, in which case, the depths of my despair will know no bounds, but usually, what with it being pineapple related, I'm pretty happy at the end of these. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. Super cool shirt I'm wearing today. Boom! It's my Mega Man 10 t-shirt. Given to me as a present by my buddy Dan. Fuck you, Dan. Dan's a good dude. I occasionally mention him in my videos. Whenever I do, I always add on the little tail end of fuck you, Dan, just because we've been friends for a while and he doesn't watch my videos anyway, so fuck you, Dan. He won't care. I actually told him one time, and I was like, yeah, I go over there and I do that, and he's just like, hey, I don't care, I'm still not going to watch your videos. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, folks, what are we doing here? What's going on? What's 2 pineapple drink reviews in a row? Yes, indeed, folks, I just got through reviewing, boom, Pineapple Pepsi exclusively from Little Caesars. Go watch that review. And just not too far from there, I decided to stop off at a gas station on my way back home, and I found something else. Boom! It's Rip It YOLO Pineapple Energy Drink. Hooray! I'm happy about this. I think I've only ever reviewed one Rip It energy drink. I don't remember. I think it was like a cotton candy one or some shit like that. I don't know, but I think it's the one where I went over there and I pulled the ring tab and it fucking broke off on me and I had to stab into it to get to it. Hopefully this won't happen this time. But, yeah, so Rip It for me is kind of like they're like a third string energy drink. Like, they're available at places, but usually they're like exclusive to like gas stations. You don't really see them in like major, like supermarkets and stuff. And they're not even at all gas stations. They tend to be the ones that are maybe a little bit seedier. And mind you, that's just the market that I'm in. But like, when I think like big name energy drinks, Monster, Red Bull, and then obviously there have been more emerging ones like with your Bang and your Reigns and stuff like that. Rip It's been around for a while doing their thing. They're fine. I just don't try them very often. But you make a pineapple one and fuck knows I'm going to give it a go. So, let's give it a go. Please don't explode this time. There we go. I mean, right off the bat, I'm a little bit concerned because, well, okay, maybe there's a little bit of a pineapple scent there. But it's not as prominent as I would like. Let's give it a go. Wow, they went a very different route with this than I was expecting. Yeah, okay. It's very citrusy tasting. They definitely focused more on the acidic aspect of it and the kind of somewhat tart nature, which in theory could be okay. But the problem is that one of the best things about pineapple is that it's this almost perfectly balanced flavor, right? Because it's very sweet, but then it has a lot of acidity, and it has this, like, sort of quasi-tartness to it. But you have these things working together. So you have this delicious sweetness, and then the sweetness is kind of accentuated by that tanginess, that acidic hit. But at the same time, that acidic hit is being reined in by by the sweetness. And it's this perfect thing. It's the whole yin and yang fucking cosmos thing. This did not do that at all. I think really what they did was they just kind of took whatever their base energy drink formula is, which with Rip It, especially with them being an older one at this point, I'm fairly certain that whatever their base flavor profile is, it's probably just very generic energy drink flavor, because that's what a lot of the older energy drinks were based off of, was just a very sort of generic kind of citrusy, what the fuck ever kind of flavor. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this, just with like a layer of pineapple on top, which is sad. And it doesn't even go over there and exemplify the best aspects of the pineapple, because with whatever their baseline is being sort of just a general citrusy energy drink flavor, all it really does is it just feeds into like the tanginess, that acidic hit of the pineapple. So instead of being this deliciously sweet and acidic thing, it's just kind of like tangy and sour, and like not nearly as good as I was hoping. And there is like a pineapple essence to it, but it's just like when I went and I did the smell test, like I wasn't getting a lot of it. And that's definitely the case. Like, it's there for sure. I can identify it as pineapple. I don't think I'd have to struggle too much to come to that conclusion. However, yeah, man, it's not a strong pineapple flavor. And again, it's kind of feeding off of just a general sort of citrus flavor. So, yeah. This kind of runs into the problem that I've had with pretty much Rip It throughout their existence, because again, I'll get them occasionally. But they are just sort of on the like cheaper third string end of energy drinks. Like, they can come out with an occasional wacky flavor or whatever, but the problem is that their baseline is just not that fantastic. It's very just kind of meh energy drink flavor. And whereas like with Monster, like their Monster flavor, their base flavor kind of runs into a similar thing where it's, somewhat generic energy drink flavor, albeit with, a few extra splashes of stuff in it to kind of make it stand out a little bit. Whenever they create their new flavors, it's like they're really trying to do something, they're really trying to be creative and come up with some cool stuff. And that's why they have not one, but two pineapple-flavored energy drinks that are both doing different things and both are really good. This really does just feel like kind of a cheap cop-out. Like, it's very just basic. Like, okay, let's have a pineapple energy drink, which I'm all for. But then they basically just took their normal shit and were like, here's a smattering of pineapple. Fuck you, drink it. I mean, I am, so, they win, but... yeah, that's just not great. It tastes kind of cheap. It tastes like a cop-out. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No. Here's the thing. Do I hate it? No. It's still pineapple flavored. That still makes me at least a little bit happy. But it is just... for the little bit of pineapple joy that I'm getting, I am really getting more frustration and mild resentment for the fact that this was presented to me as being, it's like, oh boy, look at it, it's pineapple, YOLO! I don't give a shit about the YOLO, I care about the pineapple. Less YOLO, more pineapple. That's where their head should have been. And I didn't get that. I don't hate it, but again, there's just, like, just from Monster alone, there's two fucking pineapple energy drinks that I could get a hold of. I don't need this one at all. I have no reason to go back to it. As for recommending it, no, man. Again, if you want a pineapple energy drink, get one of the Monster ones. Specifically, the white peach the white pineapple is really good. But even just the Monster Gold, I've done reviews of all that stuff. Both of those are fantastic. This one, I mean, try it if you want. I'm not saying it's horrendous. I don't think you're going to drink it and then wake up one day and find that it went over there and murdered your entire family. It's not that terrible. But nor is it anything special, and when it's pineapple, it should always be special. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the rest of the year, and folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly better pineapple tasting tastic rest of your life, because usually it's just pineapple tastic, but gotta do better. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, okay? Trust me, especially when you're getting disappointing pineapple drinks. That just bums me out, man. I was having a real good day. I mean, I'm still going to have a good day, but, excuse me, ain't no 2 ways about it. That bummed me out a little bit. But we're going to run into situations in our life that are disappointing, frustrating, stressful, etc. It's important when we do run into those situations. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try some Rip It Energy, YOLO Pineapple, what the fuck ever. And maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to be like me, and you're going to be like, this isn't that good. And then, you know what, we'll team up on this whole thing. We'll be like, you know what, we're going to write a strongly worded letter to the people at Rip It and be like, dear people at Rip It, we appreciate your many years of service, blah, 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 blah. In final summation, your services are no longer needed. Please go over there and take your, you know, whatever energy drink stuff that you were doing and, you know, leave it where it will lie. And then, you know, we'll just go over there. We'll just take care of it from there. And then we'll go over there and we'll disperse it throughout the various other energy drink companies of the world, where they can go over there and use just tiny fragments of it and go over there and just, so that it's still being used, but it's just diluted, you know, and so it's not hurting anyone anymore. It's not disappointing us the way that this has. That's probably way too much of a response, but you know what? It's pineapple, so no, it's not. Fuck you. What you should do, aim for better, demand better pineapple energy.